It's time to put ONET to work for you, to build your OnPassive business bigger, to cut time frames and take care of that bottom line that we're all trying to take care of. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to give you a couple of little things to do. We can all do this, very simple. That will start to prime the pump so that as Ash releases ONET to us, the founding members of OnPassive, we are ready to run. We are ready to cast that broad net and start bringing people into ONET. Before I do that, I want to talk about the viral effect. And I really do think it's something that's gonna impact all of us as we start to look at ONET. And ONET is a free product of OnPassive, social media platform that OnPassive has. If you want to learn more about that, go over to the last video. I kind of go over it in detail, but this is about what we can do today to start implementing ONET. About 7 years ago, Marty, Dan, and I, and again, this is the viral effect. Marty, Dan, and I, we promoted a sports app, and Marty has talked about this on many occasions. But we thought, it was kind of a cool app. We'd put it out there and see what kind of response we got. So we did that. We put it out there. And it started out, we got 10, and then we got 100, and then we got 1,000. And in 3 months, we brought in 900,000 individuals that opted into this sports app. That is viral. And when we did it the first time, it was extraordinary. Now, this sports app created a lot of excitement. Unfortunately, the company that was developing the sports app, they just weren't that good. So we weren't able to take advantage of that and monetize what we had done. But just seeing the viral effect and what can happen when you put out a really good product and the amount of people that will come in, it really is extraordinary, and I believe this can happen to all of us. All of the founding members in OnPassive that prime the pump and get ready for Ash introducing ONET to us. Because when he does that, we're going to be able to invite people over into ONET and start building our business from ONET. What happens as you bring people into ONET? And again, this is social. It's not OnPassive, it's ONET. But as you bring people into ONET to socialize, they're coded to you. And they're coded to you for life. And it doesn't matter if they buy in a day or 10 years. It doesn't matter. They're coded to you. Whenever they buy a product of OnPassive, you will get paid. Will they buy a product of OnPassive? They will. OnPassive will have something for everybody. It is superior. All the products of OnPassive are superior. Eventually, people will buy something of OnPassive. And if they're coded to you in ONET, this is where it's so powerful. If they're coded to you in ONET, you get paid for that. This could mean so much to your business and how quickly your business grows. Yes, OnPassive is 100% automated. You don't have to do anything. But if we do a few simple things now to augment our business in OnPassive, it makes a massive difference, not only early on, but down the road. We're talking major apples here. So ONET is one of those free products of OnPassive that is so powerful and will help us grow our business. And I believe, like that sports app that Marty, Dan, and I used, because of the quality of the product, because it is a superior social media platform, I believe people will be coming in by the millions, and we get to have an early start to that. We get to cast that net very early on to start bringing people into ONET. So what do? What I want you to do today is I want you to contact your team, those individuals you've brought in and have become founding members of OnPassive. And I want you to make sure they understand ONET and how powerful it is. If they don't, show them the last video I did. It kind of goes over how ONET is going to affect all of us as founding members. Show them that video, show them this video, and get them primed, get them ready as Ash releases ONET to us to actually start taking action. Very simple things to do. Now, as Ash releases ONET, I'll have more information on how to put this in front of people. It's really easy. I'll probably do a couple of videos, 1 minute and a half, 2-minute videos that you can actually give people that describe ONET and why they want to come into it. But ONET, it is a social network. It's very social. If you can talk to people, that's the best thing to do. And I will give you direction on what to say and how to say it. It's very simple. Now, If you are a founder and you don't have anybody on your team, you're going, well, what do I do? I don't have anybody on my team. That's okay. What I want you to do, and the founding members that do have people on their team, I want you to do this too, is just make a mental list in your mind. You can put it on paper if you want, of those individuals that you're going to invite into ONET. And you're not inviting them into OnPassive. You're inviting them onto a social network. So as we do this, when it's ready, when it's time to do it, we won't even talk about OnPassive. We will be talking about a social media platform that is superior to anything that's out there and why they want to come on. Obviously, they're going to want to come on because they're your friends, and they want to be in that network of individuals that socialize together. Obviously, but as we move forward, make that mental list of the individuals that you're going to invite over into the social network, ONET. And then as we get there, I'll show you how to do that. Very, very simple. Most of you probably already know how to do that. You're just going to invite them over, say, come on over. This is a superior site. You're in control. It's secure. It's ethical. It's honest. It's clean. Believe me, it's so much better than anything out there. You want to be here. It really is as simple as that. So today, I want you to think about those two things. Talk to your founding members. Talk to them about ONET. If they don't know really anything about ONET, show them the last video I did, then show them this video. This is so powerful, and what it will do for their team, it really is amazing. And then make a mental list of the individuals that you want to invite over into your social media platform, ONET, because we are in control. We get to choose who's in our social network. So that's it for today, guys. Just a short video. It's time to get started. It's time to start priming the pump. These two things everybody can do. We'll prime the pump. We'll prime the pump. Sorry about that. And as Ash releases ONET to us, we're going to be able to bring people into ONET. And I believe, based on what I've seen in the past, what Marty, Dan, and I have done and are doing today, that as a group, we can come in and start to do this and bring in millions in a very, very short period of time. I'm talking months. And when we do that, not only does it benefit us, but it benefits everybody in OnPassive. And if you are a founding member and ONET takes off like I believe it will, again, it's going to be extraordinary what it does for each and every one of us. That's why we're here. That's why we're on OnPassive. And from there, with all those apples, we can pretty much make a massive impact on the world. I think we're already doing that, but it's even going to be greater than what we're doing today. So that's it for today, guys. Two things. Get busy. I'll have more for you as we get very, very close to Ash introducing ONET to us. Very, very simple things. We can all do this, every single one of us. So get busy. Take care of those two things. And probably in the next week or so, I'll have more for you as I know when Ash is going to release ONET to us. Get busy. We've got a very, very short window, small window of opportunity to do this before it launches to the world. And I can tell you, ONET, as we launch to the world, it will be a household name. I think Ash and his team have done such a marvelous job on developing and building this social media platform. People are just absolutely going to love it. And if you wait until the launch of OnPassive to the world, you might find that a lot of the individuals you were going to talk to, they're already in, because ONET will be a household name in a very, very short period of time. So that's it for today, guys. Get busy. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I always recommend you do that. Go on down below, subscribe, hit the bell on the right, and then as I do more updates on what Ash is sharing with us, I'll put it up on the video, and you'll get notification of that. So that's it for today, guys. Get busy. We're very, very close. Let's put ONET to work for us and build our OnPassive business to places that perhaps you never even thought you could be. So take care. Have a great week. And we'll absolutely see you on the inside. Bye.